step away from your sister.
Yeah.
Karen, go up and get Jane. Ben, will you stop playing with that? Listen, for the last time, you should never, ever hit a person.
What if they're attacking you with a shovel?
What?
If somebody's attacking you with a shovel, you must be able to hit them.
Well, obviously, yeah. I mean, that would be self-defence. So, obviously, in that sort of shovel-related circumstance, you can hit someone, but...
But you said never ever.
Look, Ben, you know perfectly well what...
Come on, people, let's not be late for another wedding. And today's mystery object is... a trowel behind the telly. But how do you know it might be... Karen! Are you ready?
Look, Ben, you must never hit someone first.
What if you're a boxer? If you're a boxer, you should be able to hit someone.
Listen.
Because a boxer's job is to punch people.
Yeah, but we're not talking about...
What if somebody's walking towards you and you know they're a murderer?
Ben...
And they have a shovel.
Ben, this isn't about murderers with shovels.
Jake, can you stop
Why have I got to wear this stuff anyway?
Come on,
It's
everyone,
horrible.
5-minute warning.
Because we're going to a wedding and everyone has to be as uncomfortable as humanly possible. It's the law. Now, go and... Come on.
Karen, do you need some help?
No. I thought we'd agreed that you were going to change into your dress when we got to Julie's house, like the other bridesmaid.
But I want to travel in my dress.
But, darling, it'll
You're not supposed to upset me on my big day.
Well, strictly speaking, Karen, it's cousin Julie's big day, isn't it?
I wish everybody would stop saying that.
Go and change into what you were wearing
Who
before.
comes stand out first? Me or the other bridesmaid?
Well, that's up to cousin Julie, so we'll have to wait and see what she wants, won't we?
Who comes stand out first? Cousin Julie or me?
That would be cousin Julie on account of the fact that she's the bride. Now go and get changed, Karen.
I'll get that.
We've got to shift, come on!
Hi, Dad, how are you?
Dad, is Auntie Angela coming to the wedding?
Well, she hasn't replied to the invitation, and America's a long way away, so you never really know with Auntie Angela, so...
God, I hope Mum and I don't have another fight.
Well, it wasn't really a fight exactly, was it? No shovels involved.
No, but there was shouting, screaming, swearing. A lot of swearing.
Look, all sisters have these little disagreements, and I'm sure that if she does come, they'll both be very civilised about it. Anyway, she probably won't come. Bollocks, the present.
God.
You okay?
No, that was Dad. He's forgotten all about the wedding and he's still in his pyjamas. I've got a thumping headache and Karen's faffing about with her dress.
Karen, where are you off to?
I need a wee.
Okay, do you need help with your dress and stuff?
I'm 6.
Okay, but don't slide the bolt across, because it's stiff.
What?
I said, can you make sure that you don't slide the bolt across? Okay, Karen, darling, listen, can you do me a favour? Can you just put the bolt back across again? You know, just so I know you can.
I can't. It's too stiff. You should have warned me not to put the belt across.
I think it was mentioned, actually, sweetheart. But just, there's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. Well, you've slid it one way. You should be able to slide it the other.
Come on, everyone, let's go.
Ben, don't do that. We need to allow plenty of time. Because Daddy doesn't trust the sat-nav anymore, not since that visit to the army firing range. Bloody child-proof bottles! Cheers.
Just give it a big push.
She won't be able to get out. She'll be stuck in there forever.
Ben, that is not a very helpful thing to say. Karen.
You should have told her not to put the bolt across.
Well, funnily enough, that is exactly
You'll
what I
have to
told...
break the door down.
Do you mind? I am dealing with this.
On the bill, they have this really, really big special door basher, just like a big metal pole.
Unfortunately, we don't have a big special door basher with a long metal pole, so
What if
I'm
she
just...
gets thirsty and she drinks her toilet water?
Well, that'll be fine. Karen!
What is going on up here?
I'm stuck in the toilet.
Well, you shouldn't have let her put the bolts across.
Right, the next person who says that...
OK, let's try not to panic.
No one is panicking.
Karen's panicking.
Thank you, Jake. Yes, I'm aware of that.
Well, if she slid the bolt one way, then she should be able to slide it back.
Yes, I know, and that is why I have been...
OK, let's all try to stay calm.
I am calm.
This is going to make us late.
Can't be late. It's my big day.
It's all right, Karen. Stay calm.
We could put Beaver through the window and they'd eat the door.
Look, can we please stop with the stupid suggestions about beavers?
There is no point in panicking.
I am not panicking. We're not going to be late. I will deal with it. And I will deal with it in a calm and measured way.
How much will it cost to replace that door?
Look, I got us here on time, didn't I? Sometimes drastic situations require drastic measures.
So how's your shoulder?
Fine.
And your foot?
Yes.
And your...
Look, can we just... OK.
All right, Grandad?
What? Oh, yeah, just admiring the bride. Judy looks smashing, doesn't she, eh?
It's Julie, Grandad.
Oh, yeah.
So, girls, how do I look?
You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Karen.
Do I look beautiful?
You look okay.
You look gorgeous, Mary.
Why are wedding dresses white? Because Mummy says it's a bad colour because it shows the dirt.
That's true. I mean, it's not very practical, is it?
And also, why are wedding dresses funny?
Funny?
Yes, because when I asked my mummy and daddy in the car, would the bride be wearing white? They said yes and started giggling.
Did they?
And they tried to hide it, but I could see Mummy's shoulders moving up and down like this.
Right. Great.
Right, Ben, little reminder. Gravel, confetti. And you seemed to get the two a bit confused at your Auntie Sandra's wedding, didn't you? And when the priest says, does anyone know any reason why these people can't get married? No shouting out funny answers, all right?
You mean like she's a man?
Yes. Exactly like that. You're very lucky your Auntie Sandra's got such a good sense of humour.
Who's that?
That's Sam. We used to go out together.
How many of your boyfriends are here?
Not many. A few.
What about the bald one?
Oh, Colin.
My mum liked him.
Does she know Colin's not here?
What about that one that was friends with the Queen?
Sorry?
Friends with the Queen. He's friends with the Queen, you know. He's friends with the Queen. He's the guest of Her Majesty.
Right. No, he's not here.
Is he at Buckingham Palace?
No, he's not at Buckingham Palace.
My mummy didn't like him.
So your mummy and daddy were discussing my taste in boyfriends, were they?
Yes.
Right.
Who's Ulrika?
I don't know what I would do if I was attacked by a polar bear, Ben. Bleed to death, probably. Now, come on, sit there. Space by your mother.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't. Look.
There's a space.
Look,
There's quite obviously a space next to you. Come
Why
on,
next
Ben.
to me? Why next to me?
Wait, budge up. Come on.
You can move up here and you can sit. Ow, idiot.
This brings back so many memories of my wedding day. Crowded church, everyone in their finery. And Jane, oh, Jane, so beautiful. Breathtaking she was.
Dad, Mum's name was Joan.
I know. She had this gorgeous friend called Jane. Real stunner.
I can't believe that you just...
Just because you're getting married doesn't mean you've got to stop admiring beautiful
That's
women.
just at the altar. that
Oh,
you-
come on.
that
It's
you
just what men are like.
So you promised to love him forever and ever, but how do you know that's true?
I just know. I love Derek. That's all there is.
But so you didn't love any of those other boyfriends, like the bald one and the one that was friends with the Queen?
Well, I suppose at the time you think you love them, but...
Then it turns out that you were wrong all those times.
Yes.
But you're right this time.
Yes.
And that's happy and good.
That is happy and good.
Why has Jesus got that sad expression on his face?
Well, he's being crucified and it's making him feel sad.
He's got nails in his hand. He should be going, ah! Shush! We should. Soppy old Jesus.
Ben, please.
It's not realistic.
Yet you just...
Hey, look, it's Angela. She's made it. Isn't that brilliant?
Oh, yeah, that's brilliant.
Hi, Pete. Hiya, Dad. Sue. Hi, Jake.
Hi.
Hi, Ben.
I'm so sad.
Ben,
Could you... He hasn't changed, I see.
It's fantastic you could make it.
It's just a whistle-stop tour, I'm afraid. My boss can't spare me for long.
of course not, no.
Come here.
How long have you known Derek?
10 months.
That's not a very long time.
Oh, look, what a lovely staircase.
My mummy and daddy don't live together anymore. Mummy said that on their wedding day, she thought he was the most wonderful man on the planet. Now she just cries all the time.
Here we go, sweetheart. All set?
Julie's got tears in her eyes.
Wow, it's an emotional day.
Who's that?
No idea.
This is our table. We've put Ben and Karen on a children's table.
Result!
Is it? And Ben is on a children's table with other children.
Look, you can't be a helicopter parent. You just hover around him all the time. You don't give him any space. He's gonna be fine.
More of a sort of jump jet parent, if anything. I like to just sort of get in there quickly and sort stuff out.
Oh, my God, it's you! Oh, hello, Vicar!
Here it comes. The attention-seeking missile.
Look, Sue.
This is Julie's big day, yes, I know.
All I was going to say is
that I must stay in control. Yes, I know that. And you needn't worry, because I have made a promise to myself. And no matter how provoking Angela gets, I am simply going to choose to rise above it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, sorted.
Well, she seems to be on top of it, doesn't she?
Yeah,
They're walking towards each other.
I'm on it. Hi, Auntie Angela.
Oh, hi, Jakey.
Nice table display.
Yes, it's a very nice table display.
Yes, I like a good old table display, yeah, don't you?
If you're going to sit on the children's table, you've got to do no fighting, no drinking grown-up drinks, and no swearing. Do you understand? Because we're going to trust you.
Trust me.
Yeah.
You're going to trust me.
Yes, only you mustn't arm wrestle this little girl because she only looks about 3.
4.
She's 4.
You all right, Pete?
Yeah, Frank, yeah.
The bride certainly putting it away.
Probably a case of big match nerves, Frank.
Can I ask you another question about the Bible?
Well, yes, of course you can, Ben.
King Herod set out in order to kill baby Jesus, right?
Right, yes, he did, yeah.
Well, why didn't baby Jesus zap him?
Well, yes, I suppose in theory he could have zapped him.
Because Herod was a tiny little speck of nothing to Jesus, because Jesus could have squashed him with a hippopotamus, or... But Jesus was meek and mild.
Well, yes, that's true, Karen.
And besides, he knew that when King Herod got to hell, that God would roast him until his eyeballs exploded. And why has God only given us 15,000 billion years left to live before the sun dies?
Sue, hi. Oh, hi. So, how's things?
Oh, things are good. How are things with you?
Good, yeah. Are you still in Keeley Road?
Yeah, we are. Are you still in,
The same place, yeah. Have you got your kids with you?
Yeah.
What, all three?
Yes.
Karen must be, what, 6?
6, yes. Yes, how about you? Have you got your offspring?
Oh, yeah, he's around somewhere. Have you got Pete with you? We'd love to meet him.
Oh, this is Pete.
Hi.
Pete, this is... lovely, isn't it? This... what they've done with this... And this is my dad, and this is where you're sitting, Dad, here. Where are you sitting?
On this table with you.
Great. That's great. Because you're always worried about who's going to be on the table with you, aren't you, at things like this? And we're going to be okay because we've got Paula and Steve. Welcome. Paula and Steve. Steve and Paula.
So where do you know Sue from?
Do you want to tell him or shall I?
You tell him, Paula.
Is Angela not on our table then? Can't we do something about that?
I don't think it would be fair to disrupt the seating plan, Frank. I mean, look, a lot of work's gone into that.
When Jesus was a bit older and he was still being searched by the Romans, why couldn't he shapeshift
Shapeshift.
into a Roman, and then when all the other Romans were asleep, he could go along and kill them so they would stop searching for him? Yes, well, I doubt he would do that.
He wasn't a Power Ranger or anything like that.
Can I ask you another one?
Is this the last question?
No.
Okay.
When Jesus...
So who'd like some wine? Wine?
Oh, this is daft. There must have been a mix-up. I'll just swap this one over.
I don't think it's fair to disrupt the seating plan.
Oh, I'm sure they won't mind. Anyway, it'll be nice if we're all together, won't it?
Yes. Be lovely.
Would Jesus forgive somebody if they flew up to heaven in a big rocket, and as soon as he goes to heaven, he punches Jesus in the face and he beats Jesus up? Would Jesus say, "Ooh, I forgive you," or would he fight back, go and knock that man out of heaven?
I just can't see a situation where somebody would get into heaven and punch Jesus.
And also,
The message in the Bible is that we should forgive. And it was important that Jesus died for us. He died to save us all.
That's a bit selfish of humankind, isn't it? Well, couldn't you find another way, like writing to somebody to tell them to be a bit better, otherwise something bad's going to happen, or like...
goodness. Look, I really must be
When Jesus was being crucified,
Actually,
why
I
didn't
just realised there's a few people over there I must go and
ask God
speak to.
to send a meteorite and destroy all the troops of the Romans who were
Well, it was the way that
trying
God chose.
to
He
kill
wanted
him?
to sacrifice his only son. He wanted to show us how important it was. So he chose the most precious thing in the world to him. And the most precious thing in the world to him was Jesus.
But then why did he kill him?
So, have you got kids?
No. No, my lifestyle's never really left any room for it, you know? I love my globe-trotting too much.
Right.
No, I couldn't do what Sue does.
Jesus said we should forgive everybody.
Yes, that's right. Sorry, you are...
This is Mary, my assistant bridesmaid.
Okay. Well, I'll be off.
So what would Jesus do if someone stole his mobile? Would he forgive them?
Yes, he'd forgive them. Yes, he would. You're absolutely right. Well done, Ben. Now, I really must be going.
Wait, one last question.
Okay.
What would Jesus do if he was attacked by a polar bear?
He would zap him.
That can't be true. Because polar bears are extinct.
I didn't mean to upset you. I was
You
just...
should know that. You're a vicar. No, because there's not much
all
of
right.
polar bears, but there's lots of us. There's about 5 trillion people in the whole world, and there's about 5 polar bears in the whole world.
Wait.
We have to look after them.
All right, so
If you went up to a group of polar bears, the last ones in the world, and you said, "Polar bears, I am on your team, let's hunt down the humans," they would pounce on you and kill you.
Kids, please.
I'm never going to do that, am I?
Being so stupid.
No, there's no need for that, Ben, please.
No, I am not, Benny.
Dummy.
No shouting, no shouting. Calm down, please, children.
No, I couldn't do what Sue does. I mean, I really take my hat off to her. Looking after Pete and the kids, day in, day out. I mean, always having to play second banana, as it were. I couldn't do that. No, I've got huge admiration for my little sister. She's like this lovely super mum. And what am I, eh?
Well, each to their own, eh?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, life would be pretty dull if everybody led absolutely identical...
Dad?
I'm right in the middle of saying something, G.
Yes, but Ben and Karen are trying to bite each other.
Oh, shit. It's okay, Vicar. I'll deal with it. Come back here.
I'm allergic to
You are
them.
not allergic to peas. No one's allergic to peas. No one in the world is allergic to peas.
How do you know? Because you haven't asked the people, and even if you did, I know you'd be lying because you can't speak Indian, you can't speak Japanese, you can't speak Australian or any of that.
There was a survey by the Pea Marketing Board. Look, just eat the peas, please. Ben, you can't dip sardines in the chocolate fountain.
Yes, you can. Look.
See, he can.
Dad?
Through the double doors. Dad's memory seems quite a lot worse.
Well, it is a degenerative illness, so...
Sooner or later, he's going to have to move out of that house.
I'm well aware of that.
So have you started looking into sheltered accommodation and stuff?
We will when the time comes.
There's no point going into denial about it.
Well, perhaps you'd like to come back from America and look after him. Like you once said you would.
Oh, yes, here we go. I was wondering how long it would
Look, I just don't want to have an argument with you. Let's not spoil the day. It would be a shame.
be. Yes. We've made a pretty decent fist of keeping things civilized, haven't we? Apart from the seating arrangement hiccup.
That was nothing to do with me.
Oh, come on.
Look,
You really think...
You can believe what you like. I am just not going to fight with you.
Right, who wants a drink? It's a cash bar now.
The other bridesmaids got 3 pets. Can we get one?
No.
No.
You made a lovely bridesmaid, Karen.
Have you ever been a bridesmaid?
Yeah, I have, a couple of times.
But never a bride.
No.
Why?
Well, I wasn't as lucky as your mummy. I didn't want to say yes to the first man who asked me.
Well, we'd best be making tracks.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You've got to allow for the A3 this time of night. Hello.
Lovely to see you, Paula and Steve.
Yeah,
drive
you.
safe.
Nice to meet you soon. Could you get Karen to the car? And could you round up Ben on the way? Because I'm going to say goodbye to Cousin Julie. Bye.
Bye. I'm just popping out for my nicotine fix.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's okay.
we're going to head off now, so I just thought I'd come and say thank you for a really lovely do. And thanks for making Karen a bridesmaid.
She certainly threw herself into it.
Yeah, she's that kind of cute.
Yeah. Do you know, she gave me the old third degree about my boyfriends.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, she seemed to know quite a lot about most of them.
Well, you know what girls that age are like.
Oh, yes, I do. Full of questions. Like, who's Ulrika?
Well, we better be making...
Nice that Angela could make it.
Yes,
yeah.
really.
Oh, she and I had a good old chinwag.
Did you?
About your kids, mostly.
Really?
Yeah, you know what she's like when she gets going.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you want to know what she said?
No.
She said Jake is probably gay because he's obsessed with floral displays. She thinks Karen is spoilt and manipulative, and she thinks that Ben is a trainee psychotic.
Right.
And Peter's weaker than a nun's piss. Isn't that a funny expression? Weaker than a nun's piss.
OK, well, thanks again for everything.
No. Thank you.
Well, it's very nice to meet you.
All set?
Yeah.
Wait me a second.
I'm so sorry you had to separate our children.
Oh, no problem, no problem. They really are a lively pair.
Lively they are.
Yes, yes. I'm still pondering the question, is Jesus vulnerable to kryptonite?
Anyway, thank you very much for a lovely
Thanks
service.
again.
Ready?
And, yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Mum, you know jail?
Yes, I know jail.
Well, is it just like a big naughty step?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
But only with walls and dogs.
Yeah.
Back up to bed. No, Ben. No. No, Ben.
I watched the football.
Because it is late. Come on, up you go.
But I've been on my best behaviour all day long.
You were specifically told no fighting, no swearing, and no drinking alcohol. And I caught you bashing that kid's head on the floor shouting, "Don't touch my bloody beer."
But
Come
he
on.
was disrespecting me.
Come on, back to bed.
If you went to jail, would they let you come home at night?
Well, I'm not going to go to jail. What made you think of that?
If you went up to somebody in the street and punched them, would you go to jail?
Well, probably.
If you went up and kicked somebody, would you go to jail?
Kicked somebody?
Right up the bottom.
Right, OK. A, I'm not going to go to jail for kicking Auntie Angela because she asked for it.
Who would ask for somebody to kick them right up the bottom?
And B, we're not going to tell anybody, are we? Because it would just upset Daddy and Grandad, so they don't need to know, do they? Now, let's talk about something else.
Right, let's talk about getting a pet.